Walsh, and I am the manager of the pharmacokinetics team in North America at Covance. I've been with Covance for 5 years, and in my current role for about 2. My role currently is to manage a team of scientists across our North American sites for pharmacokinetics. So basically what that means is I have a team of in vivo study directors who work with our internal teams and our clients. They're basically the interface to coordinate all of the activities around running an individual study. And I also have a team of scientists who are responsible for our pharmacokinetic, toxicokinetic modeling and simulation team. And they're doing a similar role, working with our clients and taking data from internal studies as well as external studies, and then creating models for predictive models, basically for additional studies or for potentially human clinical trials. I can honestly say no 2 days are the same, which is also one of the things I love about my job. I do spend some time managing my team, coaching my team, professional development for the scientists on my team, as well as managing any study issues that come up, client concerns. Another large portion of my job is interacting with our clients, answering questions, working through different scientific proposals with them to kind of outline exactly what their study needs are. So I guess on any given day, any one of those activities can take more or less time. So. I think the thing I love the most, well, 2 things actually. One is the variety. Obviously, the thing I mentioned before about just no 2 days are ever the same. There's always some new challenge or obstacle that needs to get figured out, a new project, something interesting will come up, and then also the people. I can honestly say that working at a company like Covance, I've been there 5 years, and I feel like the people I work with are mostly my friends. The people are great, and it's not every day that you can say that you really enjoy working with the people you work with. Let's be honest, but I really do feel that collegial atmosphere, and I like that a lot. So, for a job at Covance, we, being a global drug development company, we actually need people with all different levels of experience and education. So we offer positions anywhere from people with a high school diploma all the way up through PhD level scientists. And so, it really depends on what your end goal is and what you're looking for. But there are opportunities to move up. There are opportunities for continuing education. So, with the variety of jobs, there's really actually no limit to the minimum or maximum to the education level, to be honest. I did my undergrad in chemistry. I have a bachelor's in chemistry. And when I got out of school, I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do with that. So I thought about going to grad school and decided kind of at the last minute that it wasn't for me. So I actually got a temporary position with a pharmaceutical company, and it ended up being one of the best decisions I've ever made. It dropped me into a company where I started at literally the ground floor as a temp employee, wasn't even a full-time employee. Really kind of learned about drug development, worked my way up through the business, and spent 10 years there until I became a managing scientist working in the lab. And then life threw me a curve, and I ended up moving to Wisconsin, and Covance happened to have a position that really fit my skill set, and so I ended up there as a study director. As I mentioned, just kind of working with our clients and our internal teams, bridging that gap, working on study designs and reports for drug development projects. And then a couple of years ago, ended up managing the team that I was in addition to taking on more responsibilities for our North American teams. So I guess the one thing I didn't mention was along the way, somewhere I also ended up going back to school. I didn't go to grad school initially, which some people do, and that's awesome. But for me, it wasn't the right choice. But I ended up going back actually to Michigan State and completed my master's in pharmacology, which was a great experience. Loved it, and looking back now, I don't think I'd do it any differently. Absolutely. animal sciences is so broad, and by being in a degree program like that, you're really getting the basics. You're going through school, you're learning the basics of science, the basics of personal skills, organization, communication, all of those good things. And if you want to be a vet, that's wonderful. But there are so many other opportunities. For example, drug development is an area that we work in. And we work with animal health organizations as well as human pharmaceutical companies to develop drugs. So, there's still aspects of what we do that are similar to the veterinary route that are very relevant to folks with animal science degrees, as well as general sciences all around, as well as even degrees that are not related to animal science necessarily. Lots of different opportunities in research and bench work and management, as well as business development, marketing. Lots of great diverse areas for somebody with that type of background who knows really the basics about animal science.